Hi dear students, today we can start another one lesson, chapter 2, Animal Habitats and Adaptations. The name of the lesson once again, Animal Habitats and Adaptations. Different types of animals are living in our nature. We can see different varieties of animals in our nature. So, these animals, some are live on land, some are living in water, some we can see on trees, then some live both on land and water. So, these are the different, different habitats. Okay, so animals are living in different habitats. So, what is a habitat? Habitat is the environment where an organism naturally lives, grows and reproduces. See, habitat is the environment where an organism naturally lives, grows and reproduces. Reproduces means producing their young ones. So, they get food, shelter, air and water from their habitat. They get food, shelter, air and water from their habitat. Different types of habitats are there in our nature. Forest habitat, desert habitat, then polar region, freshwater habitat. So, these are the different examples of habitat. Now, we can learn different types of habitats. First one, forest habitat. Forest habitat. So, in the forest area, we can see different types of animals. Varieties of animals are living in forest. So, lion, tiger live on caves. The birds, monkeys, they are living on trees. And a snake, rabbits in burrows or holes. Then elephant, deer on the forest floor. So, these are the different animals living in the forest. Not only this one, some different animals are also there. Then, see these animals, they are having some special features to adjust the environment. Here, they have well-developed limbs. Limbs are hands and legs. Okay, so they have well-developed limbs to hunt or run away from predators. See, they have well-developed limbs to hunt or run away from predators. So, this is a special feature they have. Next is desert habitat. Desert habitat. So, desert area, it is very hot, then dry and then sandy soil is present. Okay, sandy region. So, different types of animals are living there. Example, camel. So, they are also having some special features to adjust their environment. Let's see one by one. Camel. See, they have thick, broad feet that help them walk easily on the loose sand. See, sandy soil is present and the sand is very loose. So, that they have thick, broad feet. So, that help them to walk easily on the loose sand. And they have a special feature that is called hump. So, they store water and fat on hump. So, whenever they need, they use the stored water and fat. So, and some animals, they are living in burrows, escape from the heat. Okay, it is very hot region. So, they need to escape from the heat so that they live in the burrows. Next is high mountains or polar region. Arctic and Antarctica region, polar region, Arctic region and Antarctica region. See, in this habitat, it's covered with the snow or ice. High mountains or polar region is covered with the snow or ice. During winter, water freezes. During winter, water freezes. So, here many animals are living in this habitat. Polar bear. Polar bear have thick fur to keep themselves warm. They are having thick fur to keep themselves warm. Then walruses, seals and penguins, they have a thick layer of fat under their skin, that is called blubber, to keep them warm. Okay, so walruses, seals and penguins, they have a thick layer of fat under the skin. The name of that thing is called blubber. Blubber. Okay, so that keep them warm in the freezing temperature. Next is oceans and seas. Oceans and seas. So, in oceans and seas, salt water is present and here varieties, thousands varieties of fish, then whales, dolphins, crabs, jellyfish, then 1000 varieties of marine creatures are present in the ocean and seas. Next is freshwater habitat. Say pond, river, streams, etc. are the example of freshwater habitat. Here also varieties of fish, frogs, snakes are present. Then water birds like swan, duck, etc. they are also living in freshwater habitat. They are having the special feature, they have webbed feet to swim in water. They have webbed feet. Webbed feet means the toes are connected with a membrane or skin. The toes are connected, that is called webbed feet. And wading birds like crane, they have long legs to stand in the water. Okay, wading birds like crane, they have long legs to stand in water. And frogs are also we can see in freshwater habitat. Frogs, they have webbed feet and strong hind legs to swim in water. Okay, frogs, they have webbed feet and hind legs, strong hind legs to swim in water. Next is adaptations. To survive in different habitats, animals develop different types of body coverings, breathing organs and movements. To survive in different habitats, animals develop different types of body coverings, breathing organs and movements. Let us learn one by one. Body covering. See, animals, they have some body covering to adjust the environment or surrounding. Birds have feathers. Three types of feathers. They have three types of feathers. Flight feathers, body feathers and down feathers. It helps them to stay warm and fly. Okay, flight feathers, flight feathers help them to fly. And body feathers and down feathers help them warm. Then fish, they have scales that do not let water enter their bodies. So scales do not let water enter their bodies. Reptiles have scales for protection. Scales gives protection. Snakes shed their skin periodically. Shedding means throw off the outer skin or outer covering. Okay, so snakes shed their skin periodically, time to time. They periodically means time to time. Okay, so that process is called molting. So snakes shed their skin periodically. That process is called molting. Next is armadillos. They have hard armor covering, okay, for protection. Next is sheep. Sheep have wool. It helps them to protect. Then polar bear, they have thick fur to keep them warm. Shells protect the soft bodies of some animals like snail, tortoise, etc. Shells protect the soft bodies. They are having the soft bodies, and these soft bodies protect by shell. Okay, example snail, tortoise. And shrimp, crab, lobsters, etc. also having the soft bodies. It is covered with a hard shell for protection. Then porcupine, they are having or their body is covered with a sharp spines. Its name quills. So quills protect porcupine. Insects, they are also like grasshopper. Okay, insects like grasshopper, they are having outer hard covering. This hard covering, it is made with a substance called chitin. So it is made with a substance called chitin. Next is eating habits. Different animals have different eating habits, and their mouth parts is suited for the type of food what they eat. Example, herbivores or herbivorous animals like cow, goat, etc. Example of herbivores or herbivorous animals, or plant eating animal. They eat only plants. So they have sharp, broad front teeth for cutting and broader teeth at the back for grinding. See, they have sharp, broad front teeth for cutting and broader teeth at the back for grinding. Next is carnivores. Carnivores are flesh-eating animals. Lion, tiger, etc. are the example of flesh-eating animals, carnivores or carnivorous animals. See here, they are eating the flesh of other animals, right? So, they have sharp pointed front teeth for tearing the flesh. Okay, so here they have sharp pointed front teeth for tearing flesh. And broad flat teeth at the back for chewing the flesh. Okay, so these are the special features they have. Next is flesh-eating birds. Some birds, they eat the flesh of other animals like vulture. See, they have sharp hooked beak for tearing flesh. Hooked, okay. So, sharp and hooked beak for tearing the flesh. And one more thing is that they have talons. We already learned in the lower class what are talons. Talons are sharp and hooked claws. Okay, sharp and hooked claws to hold their prey. Okay, so or flesh of other animals. Okay, talons are sharp and hooked claws to hold their prey. Rodents like rat and squirrel, they have sharp front teeth for gnawing. Gnawing means continuously chewing. So, sharp front teeth for gnawing. They have sharp front teeth for gnawing the food. Butterflies. Butterflies, they have a long tube called proboscis for sucking the nectar from flowers. Butterflies, they have a long tube called proboscis. Mosquitoes, they have a tiny needle-like tube for sucking blood. They have tiny means small needle-like tube for sucking blood. Next is breathing organs. So, some organisms, they are having lungs as the breathing organ. Okay, different organisms, they are having different types of breathing organs, and according to the habitat, breathing organs are also different. So, mammals, birds, reptiles, they have the lungs as the breathing organ. Mammals like human and all, we are having lungs for breathing. Okay, and whales and dolphins, they are also mammals. They are not fish. They are having lungs. And birds and reptiles also having lungs as the breathing organ. So, we are taking oxygen through the nostrils and it travels to the windpipe and reach to the lungs. Okay, here oxygen is absorbed and carbon dioxide is released. Spiracles. Insects, they have small breathing holes present in the body, in their body. Okay, so through these holes, air enters and expels out. So, insects, they have a small breathing holes present on their body, that is called spiracles. Air enters and expels out through these breathing holes. Next is gills. Fish, tadpoles, aquatic animals, they are having special breathing organ, gills. Its name is gills. Okay, fish, tadpole, aquatic animals, tadpole. The larvae of frog is called tadpole. Okay, so they are having the breathing organ. Its name is gills. So water enters through the mouth and passes through the gills, where exchange of gases take place. So here oxygen is absorbed and carbon dioxide is released. Okay, so and water flows out. So here through the gills, fish, tadpole and aquatic animals breathe, and water enters through mouth and passes through the gills, and exchange of gases take place here, and oxygen they take in oxygen and release the carbon dioxide, and then the water flows out. Here skin and body surface. See, earthworm, they breathe through skin. Earthworm breathe through skin. Amphibians, some animals, they are living on water, in water and on land. Okay, such animals are called amphibians. So, they are like frogs. Frogs, they are the example of amphibians. So, amphibians, they breathe through skin in water, and when they are on land, they breathe through lungs. Amoeba and paramecium, they are single-celled organisms. Single cell means only one cell is present. So, this amoeba and paramecium, they breathe through the body surface.